Peace and harmony, my beautiful, beautiful rosebuds. Welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I really hope that you're able to find what you're looking for on my channel and that it is of some substance to you in your journey in becoming the, not only just, I want this to be clear, I'm not a wife. I'm claiming it. I'm manifesting it because it's what I'm currently experiencing as a woman, as I'm becoming. I'm like still in the toddler womanhood phase. Like I'm just now becoming of a woman. And it's crazy to say that, like, girl, you grown, but I'm learning that it's certain levels to it, and it's a certain type of mindset that comes with it. So when I say I'm a toddler, I'm in like the toddler womanhood phase. That's what I mean. Like I'm becoming like this new mindset that I'm having right now. This mindset shift at the age of 28. See, they didn't warn me at the age of 28 that it was gonna be a whole mindset shift like this. Okay, I ain't think nothing. I ain't know that all this was gonna happen, but I love that it's happening because I love the woman that I am becoming. So when I make these videos are just me expressing my thoughts, and they're expressing I'm here expressing my experience so that someone, clearly the people that's been commenting, it's resonating in some way. So, you know, we tribing, we here, okay? So when I make these videos, take what resonates, take what, you know, just, these are just thoughts of somebody else's opinions, and hopefully this can birth some new thoughts and ideas for you to think about on your own journey and experience. So that's all it really is. But anyways, let's get to the topic. And again, thank you to all my new subscribers. I love you so much and I appreciate you, okay? And also, for those who don't know, I am a certified etiquette coach. I am also a full spectrum doula, holistic doula. I believe in holistic healing, herbs, tinctures, herbal medicine. I don't believe in modern day medicine. I don't want it, okay? And I don't want to give it to nobody. I am also the owner of Sweet Rose Skincare and Wellness. I'm also a certified breathwork facilitator and sound bowl, I got sound instruments, so I do a lot of sound healing ceremonies and everything. So I'm also a deaf doula as well. I'm a lot of things, okay? And I'm a mom. So in other words, I'm a serial entrepreneur, and that's what my life consists of. So I'm a huge advocate for education within children. So I do not play about those things. I am very, very passionate about children. You will see me talk about children, and it sounds like I'm mad, but I'm just very passionate about that topic. I'm an advocate for mental health of all ages. It does not matter. And I am a huge advocate just for community. So especially within the Black community, like I'm all for us doing better and getting better. So we here. All right. So this specific video is about things that a wife understands, and this is again preparedness and singleness. So again, these are my thoughts, and these are mine. These are not like a end all be all. This is what you have to think, and this is what you have to understand. These are just things that I'm understanding. So yeah, you can have your own ideas. But anyways, number one, things that a wife understands, and the first one is forgiveness. Being able to forgive and how to forgive your partner. And I'm learning that and I just want this to be clear, this is not just for being a wife. Like, my channel is not just for being a wife. It is for just becoming a good woman. Being a good woman and standing 10 toes down on that. That's what I'm all about. Okay? Righteousness, being a good woman that God told you to be. Nothing else. We're not disrespecting men. We're not disrespecting other sisters. We're not doing that. So I am a huge advocate for just being a better woman in spirit, mind, body, and soul. So yeah. Forgiveness. How to forgive. And I had to learn this for myself, because I realized that I've been the villain in other people's story. And so many of us think that, oh my gosh, we are so good. I'm such a good woman. I'm such a good man. I'm such a good person, and da-da-da. But when you actually like sit there and think about your life and the situations that you've endured with other people, you will realize that you actually were not that good of a person. And that's okay, because you didn't know back then. But you have to forgive yourself. And I learned that forgiveness is all about surrendering, you know, giving up control, giving up, giving up control. It's about letting go of fear, letting go of judgment, letting go of shame. And it actually involves humility to come into form. And that's okay to experience, because you look at life from a different perspective. So if you have a partner, you're able, and they do something, because we have to understand that our partners they're not perfect. For whatever reason in society today, we want our partners to be perfect. We want them to have it all together. We ain't doing no 50-50. We're not doing all of those things. And we have yet to look at our partner as a decent human being. You look at yourself as a human being, so why not look at your partner like that? Now, why not look at your spouse like that? Like they're just trying to make it and do life with you, just like you're trying to do it with them. So practicing forgiveness, you have to practice first with yourself and forgiving yourself for the things that you have done to others, and, you know, releasing that guilt and that shame and that fear. So forgiveness, things that a wife understands is forgiveness, and how to forgive. And how to forgive, you gotta be graceful. You gotta give people grace, give your partner grace, give yourself grace, because we all have experienced different traumas and different situations that have made us think or be the way that we are. So learning to forgive your partner, and this is where you also learn your partner. You know, learn what they've experienced in life. Don't just think about what they can pay and what they can do for you, but actually study your partner so you can know how to forgive your partner. Because if you're a wife, you're thinking longevity. You're thinking long term. So if you want something to be long term, you got to be able to forgive. So I think that things a wife understands is forgiveness. Okay. Number 2, selflessness. This doesn't mean that the wife neglects herself, but what she understands is that it requires sacrifices. Like being a wife requires sacrifices, just like being a husband requires sacrifices. Every time he get up to go to work, to go outside, to provide and bring back, he's sacrificing his life. You know, we as women, we're sacrificing our lives as well by giving birth, that alone. But it's a lot of things that we have to devote our time to when we think about being a family with somebody, building with somebody. It's things that we're going to have to sacrifice, and some of that is going to be our time, our energy. You know, the way we support is going to be different. We're not going to be just thinking about ourselves. We're going to be thinking about our family, our kids, our husband, like what they have to do, what appointments they have to do, what things we have to literally schedule our day around what they have going on. But that does not mean that you neglect yourself, that you don't tend to yourself, your self-care and all those things. But a wife understands selflessness. She's literally dedicated to the welfare of the people around her. Okay? So she's selfless. She's selfless. Okay? Just want to say that. So yeah, she takes care of herself just as so she would take care of others, or she takes care of others just as she would herself. So let that sink in. The last one is things that a wife understands is the relationship with God. God comes first and foremost before anything, before her husband, her children, hell, even herself. But you know, a wife is always thinking about God. God is the center to everything, the center of the relationship with her family, herself, just anything. She understands the relationship with God is number one. And if we're talking about spirituality, why having a connection with God is so important, is part of the 10 life value systems. Spirituality is the number one. And I'm going to try and post a screenshot. I know I say that all the time, but I'm really going to try to post it and remember it. Like maybe I need to write that down. But it's number one in the 10 life value systems. You know, your belief system is number one in the 10 life value system. Shout out to the Crimson Cure for this, because I got it from her and I learned it from watching her channel. And I'm like, dang, like, I ain't know nothing about that. Like 10 life value, why don't we know that? Why do we not know that as a Black community? So spirituality is your belief. It's your belief about what you have, with the way you believe in yourself, the way you believe, your belief in your relationship with God shapes everything else that you believe in. So a wife understands that her relationship with God is everything, because even when you are in this stage of being prepared to be a wife, God is going to be literally the only thing that you talk to. Like literally, God is the only person, only energy that you're seeking at this time. I promise you, because me at this moment, if I have anything going on, the first thing I do is pull out my prayer journal. I stop what I'm doing and I pray to God. I'm journaling to God. Everything God related. Everything. And I know, and it's crazy because nowadays, it's like if you bring up God, people are like offended. Like, how dare you? And even people have their own ideologies behind God, which is whatever you believe, you believe. But what I'm saying is, just have some type of relationship with God. Talk to God every single day. A wife, I've never seen a wife that was not, her spirituality was not intact. And you can see it through her energy. You can see it in the way she carries herself. She carries herself with poise, with just a certain type of confidence. You can see it all throughout her house. Some type of prayer on the wall, some type of just, God is present. Okay? And I said this in the last video. A woman that has a relationship with God, a wife that has a relationship with God, she moves and thinks differently. Her confidence is on a whole nother level. Okay? So those are the three that I have at the moment. Things that a wife understands. And these things are so important. I'm going to add communication to that. Things that a wife understands is communication. She understands when to communicate with her partner and how to communicate with her partner. And these are things, and to prepare in your preparedness as you're single, you can practice the way you communicate with the way that you're talking to people, whether it's strangers, the way you are talking to your family. If you have kids, you can work on the way you communicate. You can even take classes for communication. So if we are struggling as a woman in any area, we are making excuses, because at this point in time, it is classes everywhere. Okay, it's information everywhere if we wanted to really become better. So communication, learn your communication style, learn how to communicate effectively, you know, because things that I'm seeing or that I'm learning as I have this wife mentality is forgiveness, communication, God, and being selfless is what helps to create a long-lasting marriage, from what I can see. So, and these are the things, again, that I'm learning in my preparedness as in my singleness to being a wife. So these are the things that I'm experiencing. Comment below if you want to add your own, because I would love to know what y'all think, what other thoughts come to mind when you think of this title. Put a rose in the comment section if this video resonated with you, if it helped you to create your own, what you have going on. But yeah, I hope this video helped. I'll talk to you later. Peace.